In our last Mishnah, we learned that if you wanted to, in Krachim Ukavod Choma, in cities that are surrounded by walled cities, they always say the Megillah on the 15th of Adar. We're going to see there's one exception. In big cities, not surrounded by walls, Yudal Ba'adar. In the villages, it's Yudal Ba'adar, the 14th, or Makdimin the Yom HaKnisa. Okay, you push it up to the Yom HaKnisa, to the day, the gathering day. So our Mishnah, which is Megillah, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Bet, we're going to explain how you can have, as the last Mishnah, this is called the last Mishnah, the beginning of the last Mishnah said, you can read the Megillah. It's possible to be read on the 11th, 12th, 11, 12, 13, and 14, or the 15. So 14, 15, we know. So our Mishnah is going to explain how that's possible. Ketzad, how is what the last Mishnah said, that it can be read on all these different days, on the 11th through the 15th, possible. Chaliot Yom 14 b'Sheni. So let's say the 14th day falls out on Monday. Kfarim v'ayarot gedolot korim bo bayom. Great, then that's normal. So let's look, I have a little calendar that we're going to play with. Okay, this is Adar, the month of Adar. Let's move this over here. Okay, so now, the 13th falls on a Sunday. 14th is on a Monday. Great. So then on the 14th they read in the regular unwalled cities, and the 15th they read in the walled cities, i.e. Yerushalayim. That's what the Mishnah says. Okay, Kfarim v'ayarot gedolot korim bo bayom. Mukafot Choma lemachar. That's they read Mukafot Choma, walled cities, on Tuesday. But Chaliot b'shlishi o b'revi'i, if it's on the shlishi or the revi'i. Let's say the 14th fell on, we're going to look at it in the calendar on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's move this over. We're going to move it over 1, okay? Oh, we'll move it over 1. Okay, if the 14th fell on Tuesday. So then what's going to happen is, this is the Yom HaKnisa. The Yom HaKnisa, we always move it up to the Yom HaKnisa. We move it backwards. So, they're going to read here on Yud Gimel, on Monday, on the Yom HaKnisa. Remember, that was the day, the market day, or the Torah reading day, or the court day, whatever. And here, on Shushan Purim, they're going to read on the 15th. So they're going to read here. They're going to read here. And, let's get a better color. Okay, they're going to read here. And on the 13th, they're going to read here. That's within the Mishnah. Chaliyot b'shlishi or b'revi'i. Kfarim makdimim l'yom ha'knisa. The villages push up to Yom HaKnisa. V'ayarot gedolot bo bayom korim. And the big cities, they read on their day, because they're not villages. Umukafot choma lemachar. So it's the 14th. So therefore, ayarot gedolim, they're going to read on the 14th. Cities read on the 14th, because remember we said they always read on the 14th. And the kfarim makdimim l'yom ha'knisa. So you have the 13th in the villages, 14th in the cities, and 15th is going to be the Yerushalayim, Shushan Purim. Let's now, what happens if we move it up? If we move it up 1 day, okay, and we move it here, if this is Yud Dalid, so again, 2 days. So what's going to happen is, we're going to move up to Yud Bet. Okay, so what's going to happen is, we're going to read on Yud Bet in the villages. In the cities, it's going to be Yud Dalid. And in Yerushalayim, it's Tet Vav, and they won't read on Yud Gimel. So that's how you can read also on Yud Bet. Let's go back to the Mishnah and read it. I think we did read it. Chaliyot b'shlishi or revi'i. If it's Tuesday or Wednesday, and this fell on a Wednesday, okay? Kfarim makdimim l'yom ha'knisa v'gdolim korim bo bayom. Umukafot choma lemachar, in the walled cities, lemachar, on Thursday, on Yom Hey, on Thursday. Great. Mishnah continues. Let's say Purim falls out, the 14th falls out on Chamishi. So then, as we know, they're going to read on Wednesday, on Thursday, and the walled cities are going to do it on Friday. That we understand. 14th to 15th, nobody moves up. But Chaliyot erev Shabbat. Let's say the Purim falls out on, the 14th of Adar falls out on Erev Shabbat, on Friday. Kfarim makdimim l'yom ha'knisa. So that's also normal. The Kfarim, the villages, they push it up to Thursday. V'ayarot gedolot umukafot choma korim bo bayom. And big cities, and walled cities, read on their regular day. Okay, they read on bo bayom. They read on that day. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what happens? If the 14th, let's get rid of the 12th here for a second, okay? The 13th, 14th, and 15th. The 14th falls on Friday. So what happens is, So the walled cities, these guys should be white. Let's make these, this guy should be white. This guy should be regular. Okay. So what happens is, if it falls out on the 14th, so regular cities read on the 14th. Remember we said walled cities read on the 14th. That's great. Villages move up to the 13th. But what about walled cities, Shushan Purim? So the Mishnah says walled cities don't read on Shabbat. They push it up to Yud Daled as well, because we don't read on Shabbat. That's what the Mishnah says. Okay? If it falls out on Erev Shabbat, Kfarim Makdiyimim, the villages push it up to Thursday. But big cities and Mukafot Chaman, walled cities in Yerushalayim, they'll read on Friday. Why do they read on Friday? Let's read the Bartunura. She'en kriyat Megillah b'Shabbat, because we don't read the Megillah on Shabbat. Gzeira shamit lana b'yado v'yavivenu arba amot b'yishut harabim. It's a gzeira. The Chazal made a decree that we're afraid maybe you'll carry it 4 amot in b'yishut harabim, and we don't carry on Shabbat, and we don't do anything that might lead to carrying. Exactly like we saw in Masechet Sukkah, where there's no netilat lulav. The Chazal made a decree. You don't take the lulav, even a dioraita, misa dioraita, because we're afraid you're going to carry. Okay, and we don't push it off. So push it off to Sunday. Amakra velo yavor. It says, these are the days velo yavor. You can't velo yavor. Okay, so he says, interestingly, so let's go back to our calendar. In Yerushalayim, they read, even though Tetvav 15th is on a Shabbat, they read the Megillah on a Friday. So, but that's only reading Megillah. But, Mikol Makom, En Korin Vayavo Amalek Ela b'Shabbat. But they read the Torah reading of Vayavo Amalek on Shabbat. Umaftirim Bakadati, and you have the Haftarah, Haftir of Purim. V'shoalim v'dorshim b'ilchot Purim kol otor Shabbat. And they talk about, they study Purim. And what about Seudat Purim? Some do it on the 14th. Some say they push it off till Sunday, La'achar Shabbat. And the Yerushalmi implies, this is the implication of the Yerushalmi. Seudat Purim shechal liyot b'Shabbat ma'achrim v'lo maktimin. You push off the Seudat Purim. So this is a very famous case. If the 15th falls out on Shabbat, they read the Megillah on the 14th. They do the Torah reading on the 15th. And then they have Seudat Purim on the 16th. And that's a very famous situation called Purim Mishulash. It's called Purim Mishulash. Why is it Purim Mishulash? It's a triple Purim, because we celebrate Purim in Yerushalayim over 3 days. You read the Megillah, you read the Torah, you have Seudat Purim. You do the mitzvah of Purim on all 3 days. And that's always a fun experience, Purim Mishulash. Okay, that's what the Mishnah says. Okay, how do we get to, so that's if it falls out on Erev Shabbat. Chaliyot b'Shabbat, if Purim falls on Shabbat, Kvarim b'ayot gedolot maktimim v'korim liyom haknisa. So if the 14th is Shabbat, so they push it back to the 12th on Thursday. Umukafot chomal lemachar. And walled cities are the next day, on the 15th, as they should be. Chaliyot achar Shabbat, if it falls on Sunday, let's move it up. Let's do one more. If the 14th falls on Sunday, if the 14th falls on Sunday, so then the 13th is, move it over here, okay? The 14th falls on Sunday. So then the Mishnah says, you always push back, remember, so they push it back to Yud Aleph, to the Thursday before. So that's how we learned that it could even be Thursday. If this day is Friday, then in the cities, they'll read Megillah in the cities on Sunday. But they'll read in the villages, they'll push it back to Thursday, all the way to Thursday, to 11th. And in the cities, they'll read on, and in the wall city, Yerushalayim, they read on the 15th. Okay? Big cities on the right day, on Sunday, and wall city, Yerushalayim, we read on Monday, as we've seen. So that's how it could be. Anywhere from the 11th, all the way to the 15th, you can read the Megillah on any of those 5 days. Now the Bartanura adds, I'm going over time. This is only when Bnei Yisrael were living in Eretz Yisrael, and the Shluchei Beitin went out. But nowadays, Zman Hazeh, Sha'am mistaklim b'kriyat Megillah. So what happens? People look at, when do you read the Megillah? Umonim mimenu shloshim yom lePesach. They say, okay, 30 days after Megillah, that's when Pesach is. Im yakdimu kfar mikriyatam. If people push up their reading, yasu Pesach l'sof shloshim yom. Let's say they push up the reading to the 11th. So then 30 days later, they're going to start Pesach. So they'll start a little early, whatever. No, that means on the 11th of Nisan, they're going to start Pesach. But 7 days later, they're going to finish Pesach. Okay? I'm going to eat, they're going to end up eating chametz on the last days of Pesach. Nowadays, we don't do this Mishnah, it's not in force. We only read, as we all know, in Yerushalayim on the 15th. But everywhere else, we only read on the 14th of Nisan. Long Mishnah, but I hope I explained it well. If you're new, welcome. We dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. And you can always email me and contact me with questions, comments, whatever, at artswalter@gmail.com. Have a great day.